Okay, hi everyone. I recently got the Eachine VR-007 goggles, also known as the James Bond goggles, from Banggood.com. And I've opened up the goggles in order to compare them with a higher resolution screen. In this case, it's an 800 by 480 screen, 5 inches, so it's a little bigger as well. But here's the 4.3 inch 480 by 272 pixels screen that's inside the Eachine VR-007, and here's my 800 by 480 Banggood. I think this was a blue sky screen. I'm gonna turn on the video from my FPV camera here. A bit difficult to do with one hand. Yep, that's connected. Okay, so here is the video. This is the higher resolution screen, and this is the Eachine screen. Now, I'm not sure if you can see it in the video, but the quality difference, it's pretty huge. The 5-inch screen is a lot more, yeah, of course, well, it's almost double the pixels, so it's a lot better looking. And for some reason, well, these are both set to the default settings, but for some reason it looks like the picture, like the contrast is a lot better on the higher resolution screen as well. So I opened the goggles up. Here's the original screen, and here's the 5-inch screen that I showed you previously. Now this 5-inch screen has a very much higher resolution, but the great thing is that it still runs on the 7.4 volt battery. Let me show you that here. I'll just plug it in. So basically you don't need any other modifications, just replace the screen with the higher resolution one and it'll run on the same battery. Battery life might be a little bit shorter, but luckily the kit comes with 2 batteries. Another great thing here is that the plug for the OSD controls is the same. So the same plug here, so I can still use the original controls to control the contrast and brightness on this new screen. I'll show you it plugged in a second. Okay, so before I go any further, in order to fit the bigger screen here, you need to cut out 4 tabs that are inside here. Let me see if I can show you that here. So yeah, not very well. Basically, well, 4 tabs, one is there, one is here, one is here, and one is there. The purpose of those 4 tabs is to keep the 4.3 inch screen in place, but when you try fitting in the 5-inch screen, they're in the way and you can't fit it in if you don't take those tabs out. So, as you can see, the bigger 5-inch display, it fits in here perfectly. Well, basically perfectly. It's the same width as the previous screen, so it works fine here. Yeah, but however, it's a bit bigger, so what that means is that once you put the top side on, you won't be able to use the original screws. So you either need longer screws to put in there, or you can just use some tape to keep the whole thing together. Yeah, it won't look anywhere near as good as it did originally, but you know, the original screen is shit, so yeah, I'm willing to sacrifice it myself. Yep, so here the goggles are plugged in back together. I haven't done anything to the cables yet, so it's not finished. but I'm just trying if it fits. And let me plug in the battery to show you how it works. First thing you can see is that the Fresnel lens does not go all the way down to the bottom, but at least based on my tests, this doesn't bother one bit, because the screen, when you view it up close, like here, the Fresnel lens is at the perfect height. So yeah, you wouldn't even need the little bit of lens down there. And let me try the controls. Yep, the controls work fine. I have it in 4:3 mode at the moment, but yeah, 16:9 works as well. But of course you get those ugly bits at the edges there, which is because you would need to cut out some more of the plastic in order to make the bigger screen fit better. This doesn't bother me because I'm using this in 4:3 mode. My camera is 4:3, so using it in the 16:9 would mean having a distorted image. So personally, this doesn't bother me. But as you can see here, this doesn't fit together any better than this because the screen is bigger. So what this means is that I'll have to use longer screws here, and also use some sort of tape to block out any light that's coming out from the sides. But looks like so far everything works fine. Now I'll just have to splice the cables and solder them in, and then come up with some solution to keep this whole thing together. Okay, I got the soldering done. It doesn't look very good, but it works. So basically you just need 12-volt power. Well, it's not 12 volts, but it's 7.4. So the red wire, the black wire is ground, and the white wire coming from the Eachine transmitter, that's the video signal. So just those 3 wires, you can just cut the original cable and just solder them in the screen board, and that's it.